back, everyone, to another episode. We're back in the woods. We're no longer in the kitchen. I hope you guys enjoyed some of those food ones. If you don't do all the recipes, hopefully it sparks an idea for you. Hopefully you got something out of all the Sergeant in the Kitchen stuff. We may even have one or two more here. But fishing opener this weekend. First spraying also this weekend. And it's raining. It's going to be raining all weekend. So here we are. I believe it's the 6th. It's Wednesday. As soon as work got done, I loaded up and I headed out because we got today and tomorrow dry. And then we have a week and a half of 70-80% chances of rain. So I wanted to get out now rather than waiting after those 2 weeks and spraying. I want to get it sprayed before, and then we might wait an extra week to spray the second time. But either way, we're out here. We're going to be spraying the food plots today. I'll show you my setup, what I got built for it. I think it's a great option for if you're trying to save money out there. You don't want to just go spend it on like a kit ready to go. You want to build yourself something? This setup is absolutely perfect. I'll go over the chemicals I'm spraying today and why, but first, I'm going to take a little stroll right here, see if there's any antlers. All right, let's give you guys a real quick look at my sprayer setup. It is as poor man's as you can get. A 4-foot piece of PEX pipe with shark bite cap on one end, and then a shark bite threaded cap on the other. On that threaded cap, I have the hose from my sprayer tank. Sprayer tank's the only thing that I paid like full price for. Everything else was either on sale, I had laying around, whatever the case may be. But on the end of that hose, there's usually a wand. If you get one of these tanks, I just took that wand off and put on this elbow with threads that match whatever, shark bite end you're getting there. So that is the quick overlay. Some of the details though, my sprayers are these little, I'll put a screen up on them. They're sprinkler sprayers. They're 180 degree sprayers. So all I did was in that PEX, I took a threaded drill bit, drilled it in, drilled it out, and then I screwed in those sprinkler heads, which is really nice because like this one's broken and I'm able to turn it off. So these have little control knobs of how much you want to spray. I point each end essentially out so you get a massive spread, and then the two middle ones point straight down, and you get a really good coverage from that sprayer boom. That 4-foot boom is actually like 8 feet with how far it sprays left and right. And then on those packagings, it tells you exactly how much per second or per foot, whatever the measurement is, of how much liquid it lets out. You multiply that by 4. And you can do all of the correct math, which I did forever ago, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I remember exactly what it is. I kind of just got to the point where I figured out I pour my, my pint and my quart in a 15-gallon thing, and I cover an acre. And it doesn't matter how fast or slow I'm going, as long as I've covered that acre with my 15 gallons, I have the right amount of chemical on it. So you can do the math, figure it out, and know what speed you have to go, things like that. If you want, all the packaging will have the details. So those little spray nozzles are a perfect, awesome idea. They're extremely cheap. And then I just got a little, 1x2 that runs across that I screwed the PEX into so it doesn't twist on you and turn. And then I strap it to the side-by-side. So that's all the details of the sprayer. Poor man's sprayer. It works great. I've had it for 3 years now. It's been phenomenal. All right, so we got most of the spraying done, like 99% of it. I had covered 1, 2, 3, 4 food plots, and then 3 strips where I'm going to plant switchgrass to cover up some movement of ours, to cover up just the views that we have from these woods out across these fields to the highway, and there's a business up there. Like, we want to block that a little bit long term, hopefully pine trees at some point. But switchgrass is what we're going to plant this year. We did sorghum last year. I wasn't happy with how it grew, so we're going to we're gonna go with the switchgrass. Our process here, it's pretty straightforward. You can do it a few different ways, but this year I'm starting again in May. Our best year of food plots was 2 years ago, and it's when we did this spring kill. So that's what we're doing again this year. I was aiming for May 6th, so, you know, fast forward 11-ish weeks, that's when we're going to be planting. So pick a plant date, back up 11 weeks, and that's when you start your spraying process. Maybe 12 weeks, you know, give or take a week or two, what you are most comfortable with for planting for the fall. I backed up, it was May 6th. Well, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th are all like 65 to 70% rain. And then after that, it's a bunch of 50-50s. So instead of pushing it off, you know, forward a week, I am backing up a few days. We got 2 dry days. Today and tomorrow are dry. We're going to get these food plots sprayed with 2 chemicals. 1 quart per acre of glyphosate. That's going to kill anything that is starting to grow right now. It's going to instantly kill anything that is trying to pop up. And then a pint per acre of 2,4-D. 2,4-D is going to stay in the ground and make sure that nothing grows over the next 2 weeks. Anything that starts to grow in the next 2 weeks is going to be killed by the 2,4-D. So these 2 chemicals combined, you're going to get a kill off immediately, and then that 2,4-D stays in the ground. The long-term plan for these food plots is today I sprayed. So 2 weeks from now, it'll be like 2.5 weeks now. I'm still going to aim for those weekends. I'm going to come out, I'm going to spray again, same batch of chemicals. Then we're going to wait 2 weeks again, 2.5, depending on weather, for that 2,4-D to be gone out of the ground. And then we're going to come through, plant our switchgrass for all the lanes we want to block and all the areas we want the switchgrass to block the view from. And we're going to plant buckwheat. That buckwheat is going to grow all summer. Hopefully gets to about, 2 feet high, 1.5 foot, 2 feet high. And that does 2 things. One, it's very leafy. It blocks out any undergrowth, so you shouldn't be getting any more weeds after you've killed everything. That buckwheat should pop up, leaf out, shade the ground, and weeds should not come up underneath it. And 2, when you kill that buckwheat to plant your fall food plots, when buckwheat dies, it releases nitrogen into the ground. So you're not only blocking out and killing all the weeds with the buckwheat, you're also going to go ahead and fertilize that ground as a byproduct when you plant. So I got all of my information from Whitetail Habitat Solutions. That's the person that I based all of my food plot stuff off of. There's a link in the description, I think there is, of all my food plot ones pointing to his videos. He explains it at a much deeper level, but if you're just looking for a real quick video here, it's spring. We've got to get spraying. This is what I do. So glyphosate, 2,4-D, go spray your plots, wait 2 weeks, spray them again, wait 2 weeks, and plant something. If like I'm going to be putting switchgrass in the one spot, you could also at that point throw clover or anything else you want to grow over the summer. You could do that at that point. It's going to give you a great starting point. So anyway, rambling a little too much here. I'm going to finish up spraying this little bit and we're going to get out of here. I originally planned today to do some tree cutting and trimmings and stuff when I was going to do it on the weekend, but I don't have that kind of time today. So I'm going to finish up spraying a little bit here, and we're going to get out of here for the night. But, man, it's hunting season. It's hunting season all year round around here.